Welcome to my channel collective. This portion of the channel is called From Within, Divine Feminine. Here I will be diving deep into the depths of spirituality, what it means, who we are, our practice, and so on. There's so much information and downloads that I receive on a daily basis. I've been trying to figure out how to properly deliver the information without causing any further harm to myself or humanity. I have reached a level of ascension now where I am ready to speak, in the 3D realm, that is. If you know, then you know. I only ask that you be patient with me, for this is a lot of information to intake, but also a lot of information to put out. With that being said, let's dive in. What's up, family? So today the topic is power. I feel as though this is a good topic, especially since there seems to be a power struggle for the past couple of years, especially since the pandemic. There has been a power struggle with the powers that were and the powers that are to be, and so let's talk about it. To me, power is something that is within. Power is something that it doesn't have to be asserted because it dominates. You know, you will know a person of power by the way that they act. I feel as though if you have to assert your dominance over another person just to prove how powerful you are or that you have power, to me, that only shows how powerless you actually are. I've seen this on many occasions, especially when it comes to me and my journey and my spiritual awakening. There has been a bit of a power struggle only because of who I am and how powerful I actually am. I find people trying to dominate me, you know, especially men. I don't know what that's about because I'm in my soft era, especially now. Like when I was younger, if you've been following, you know that I've been on my own since I was a young girl, about 11 or 12 years old. And so I ran across a lot of abusive relationships and people trying to dominate me, trying to make me feel less than what I am. And so it was a rough start for me, but over time I gradually came into my power and I gradually stood 10 toes down for myself because I came to the conclusion that no one was going to do it for me. Not my mother, not my father, not my siblings, nobody but God. And so it's me and God and, well, the gods, but God overall, they're one. But this is what this was. So I came into, so at an early age, I realized that there is a power struggle between man and woman. I don't know why, because the roles are very, very, very simple. You know, if you ask me, it's very simple. Men, you are supposed to be stronger than us. You're supposed to be more dominant than us. You're supposed to lead. You're supposed to protect. You're supposed to do that. But spiritually and mentally and emotionally, a woman is stronger. And you're just going to have to accept that. And if you want to ask me again, I'm going to throw my own opinion out there. Can a man have a baby, go through the birthing process of pushing out a living being through its, you know, most sacred area? I think not. So if you want to be technical, you know, I mean, yeah, women, we have a lot of power. And so this is where the struggle comes in because they shouldn't want to compete with us. Why do you want to compete with us? Like, you stand 10 feet tall over us. You stand, your bones, the way you're built, your structure holds way more, you know. But hey, that's another story for another day. So power to me, it is like, it's arrogance against confidence. I had a conversation. I was on the phone with a friend guy of mine, maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And every time I get on the phone with him, it's like he got like shadows, like these motherfuckers, like men, boys around him that wants to insert themselves into the conversation, and then they're trying to make me feel some type of way. So it's like, and you know, I speak with a lot of confidence. I speak with a lot of power. And so he's like, oh, you're acting cocky. You sound cocky. I'm like, no, sweetheart, I'm not cocky. I'm just confident in my spirituality, because I speak a lot about, you know, I'm not like this, oh, God this, trying to throw God on everyone. But I do speak on the fact that God is real. I do speak on the fact that I believe in God. And I do speak on the fact that God protects me and God guides me. And I talk to God, you know, I speak on these things. And he's like, oh, you sound calm. And I'm like, no, sweetie, you're mistaking me for this other woman that he's dealing with, because baby, there's a difference. You know, there's a big difference, you know, and my energy speaks for itself. I don't have to assert my power in order for you to realize and know who I am in spirit, because I know that my energy speaks for me. I'm kind, I'm sweet, I'm loving, I'm confident, but I'm also a warrior. And so I let that be. It speaks through me. It speaks in my presence. It speaks in my body language. It speaks in the way that I handle other people, the way that I handle kids, the way that I handle someone who's going through things. You know, a lot of the things that, like, you won't catch me walking around talking about how powerful I am, or how I can do this and how they can't do that, and how, like, you would never catch me trying to put someone else down to make myself feel good. That's not what power is. If you have to put someone else down to make yourself feel good, then baby, you are already beneath the person that you're talking about. The fact that you have to speak down upon them, it speaks on how far up under them you actually are. So you're actually looking up to this person, but you're trying to bring them down to your level. And if this person is as powerful as you see them, then baby, they would never stoop down to your level. I'm just saying. Let's get into it though. This is one of those topics for me that gets me going, because I deal with this on a daily basis. I've been dealing with this since I was a young girl, and it's like, it makes you put the stink face on when you're looking at someone, because it's like, who the fuck do you think you are? Who are you talking to? Like, who are you really, really, really trying to do this to? Like, I've done nothing to you. I've said nothing wrong to you, but you want to make me feel some type of way? Okay, so now all that means is you don't need to be in my energy. So now when I try to treat you a certain type of way, not to say that it's mean, or not to say that it's rude, but it's a protection mechanism. So now I will walk past you as if I don't know you. I don't have to speak to you. I don't have to hold a conversation with you, especially if every time I have a conversation with you, you try to downplay all of my accomplishments, or you try to make me feel as though I am not moving forward, or you try to make me feel as though I have done something wrong. No, I don't have to conversate with you. I don't care how godly I am. I don't care how much power I have. This is what it means to be a person of power. I don't have to do anything that I don't want to do. I am the sole proprietor of my own energy. I am in control of my own energy. I am in control of my own emotions. I am in control of my own physical vessel. And therefore, I don't have to do anything that I do not want to do. And if you're not respecting me, and I have to put up boundaries to protect my peace and to protect my sanity and to protect my mental health and my power, because our power lies in our emotions. And so if I allow you to fuck with my emotions and play with my emotions, now I have to that means I'm giving you my power. So if you're trying to take my power, then that means you have no power. And if I give you my power, then that means you now have power. No. I'm going to keep mine. What we're going to do about that is I'm going to keep my power right over here with me. And you can go try to penny pinch off of somebody else's energy. You can go and try to manipulate your way into someone else's energy, because real beings, where I come from, like spiritually, where I come from, I am aware that I'm not from this place. And so where I come from, if you have to manipulate or bend someone else's will to get your way, you are considered lower level. You are a lower level being. But if you put in the work to achieve your goals and you go out and work for what it is you have, and you're respecting people, you gaining your power from giving. Like it's a giving type of thing where I come from. You get what you give. You get what you give. So if I go around and I continue to give out good energy and I give out good mojo, what do you think is going to come to me? How do you think I get so powerful? How do you think I get so protected? How do you think I get so loved by the universe and by the gods? Because of what I put out into the world. And you can't be upset with someone because they possess this type of energy or this type of power when they put in the work for this. They didn't kill anybody for this. You see, there's a difference in fear. A lot of people think that you can get power from fear. If you put fear into somebody, they'll do what you want them to do. No, a person that fears you will kill you way before a person that respects you. I don't want fear. I want respect. That's it, and that's all. I don't want, even though I know that my sword is powerful, the tongue, my words are powerful. I can take a life. These things I know I can cause certain things to happen, and the universe will answer to it. Why? Because of who I am in spirit. My heart is pure. And so what I ask for, I receive. So I'm very, very, very careful with the things that I go around saying, especially about other people. And you think that fear is going to, okay, for example, I'm going to give you an example. It's not really so much of an example, but you can line it up. So a person of fear, like say for instance, a bully, right? A bully, they have, you're bullying someone constantly with your words, bullying. You're constantly fucking with this person. You might get physical with them sometimes. And this person deep down in their heart are not even that, like, even like threatening someone with their freedom or their lives. Now, you can do this for so long, but this person fears you. So if they have to defend themselves, they're more likely to take you out than you take them out. You'll get taken out by a person that fears you before you get taken out by anything else. So this is why when it comes to being the head of the chair, when it comes to being the head at the round table, at the big square table, at the what is it called? Where all the powerful people sit in the world, in the government, in the decision making. When it comes to sitting in that chair and you have to make decisions and you have to do things and you have to rule a whole nation, it is very imperative that you take into consideration that you can't rule off of fear. You can't, because if you're ruling off of fear and then in the long run you're doing all these things behind the scenes to cause problems, like to illusions. You're casting illusions to make people feel as though something is other than what it is. And this has kept people in entrapment and enslaved for years. What do you think is going to happen when the truth is revealed? What do you think is going to happen when everybody that you have lied to, not only have you lied to, but you may have even caused death in their families from people that they really, 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 really love with your lies and your fear-based tactics? What do you think is going to happen to you now? Now that the truth is out, because the truth will set you free. That is a true saying. Just like the saying, love conquers all, the truth will set you free. Those are two statements that are factual. And so it's definitely important to be mindful of how you choose to run a nation. You know, not even how you choose to run a nation, because I'm speaking from my ancestors are on my ass right now. So it totally went left, but it all falls under power. This is what the power and the struggle is, because you don't, in order to get, all you have to do is act. All you have to do is allow people, set it out, whatever it is that you want to accomplish, whatever agenda it is that you want to push. Who knows? You may have people that want to go with it. You may have people that don't. That is okay. The people that don't, they don't have to do what the fuck you want them to do. They don't, because they have free fucking will. You don't have the right to, manipulate someone's will just to get what it is that you want. It's not right. It's not right. And there are spiritual laws. And these spiritual laws are becoming more and more prominent in this life, in this world, in this universe. These spiritual laws are becoming more and more prominent. And I'm doing my best to make it that way, because you don't have rights to people's will. You don't. And you don't have a right to put fear onto anybody to bend to your will. You don't. You don't. All right, so that's that. Oh, I'm telling you, I get to getting into it, Lord. The Lord be with us is all I'm saying. Okay, so let's get into the 48 laws of power. So I see a lot of people that read this book, right? Now, don't get me wrong. I haven't read the book this lifetime. And who's to say I didn't write it the last time I was here? Who knows? All I know is the people that I have met who have read the book this lifetime, they use certain manipulation tactics. This book is just, don't get me wrong, it may give you ways to get your way or to get people to bend to your will, whatever. That's still a form of manipulation. People that I know that have read this book, they have approached me in ways that are very, very, very uncomfortable, in ways that I don't approve of. Not to say, I mean, hey, if that's how you want to choose to live your life and get your way, then by all means. And I'm going to give you an example, right? So if I'm pursuing a guy, because I'm very assertive, and I know that I can be intimidating. So, a lot of men who actually, and I don't know why this is, unless they actually don't have as much power as they make themselves seem. But a lot of men who have power, it seems as if they are intimidated to approach me or to ask me out or to, certain things. So, when I do actually assert myself, because if I see something that I like, I go get it. I don't give a fuck what it is. I try to get it anyway. I don't let anything hold me back. And that may seem, a little, but I am who I am and I accept who I am. And so if I see a guy that I like and I know that he's eyeing me and I know that he's interested, but he doesn't know what to say because my energy it's very dominant. And so, so I assert myself. And when I assert myself, like I've had this happen, I'm just going to say on one or two occasions to where, I'm conversing with the guy, over the phone and like he does or says things about other women, what other women do for him or what other women have done for him. And this is a manipulation tactic to try to get me to bend and do that as well. That's not how this works. That actually is a big ass turn off to me. Like, oh, you want to screenshot your messages and send them to me about somebody saying this and saying that to you. Oh, they want to bring you lunch and they want to do this, and oh, I'm going to bring you the worst. One of the worst things somebody can do to me is throw another person in my face. That's a big no for me, because I don't compete. I'm not a woman. I don't like to compete with anyone. I don't like it. Not a man or not a woman. I'm not in that type of. I saw this saying the other day, competition is lower level. We're not doing that. We what did it say? At the top, we collaborating at the top. We're not competing, and so I don't, if you feel like you want to make me compete with another woman, then you lost me already, because I'm not going to do that. I will politely give you to her and move along about my business, because I don't do that. I don't do that. That's an emotional fuck. Like, no, I'm not finna let you emotionally manipulate me to bend and do what you want me to do because somebody else is doing it. Yeah, no, thank you. And the two people that I know of that do this have read the 48 Laws of Power, and they throw it up like, oh yeah, because I show them my book collection versus their book collection. And it's like, okay, well, yeah, we come from two different worlds. That's fine. You come from the material world. I come from the spiritual world. That's fine. It's two different worlds. But who says them worlds can't coexist together? Because, yeah, I'm a spiritual being, but I'm in the physical material realm, and I like nice things. I'm not head over heels for it. I won't do anything for it. I'm not a puppet. I'm not a slave. So I can live without all that fancy shit, but I like nice things. I like to go to nice restaurants. I like to eat. I like nice cars. I like what I like, and that's okay. I can have the best of both worlds. Why? Because I work for what I want. I don't expect everything to be handed to me. I know that I know that if I expect everything to be handed to me, I have to give something. In order to receive it's a receiving and a giving type of thing, especially now in this world. Like the way men are using their power, it's sickening. It's sad, because it's like, y'all already are dominant. Y'all already, in a way, I'm gonna say this very, very, very loosely, because I feel as though I am powerful than some men. And that's just because, and I'm not talking about physically, because physically you were built to be stronger than me. But when it comes to emotional balance and mental balance and spiritual balance, I'm strong. I'm strong in all of those ways. And so I don't allow a man to assert a dominance over me to make me feel any type of way at all. And I don't like certain character traits that people who actually read the book have. And so I actually don't have any intentions of ever reading that book. I'm not going to lie to you. I feel as though that's manipulation. That's not power. Like, I consider myself real. I consider myself authentic. I consider myself powerful. And therefore certain things I find offensive. And I find it to be, it turns me off. It turns me off, and it makes me question your intentions. It makes me question, like, okay, well, if you're bragging about this person or people, if this person is giving you everything that it is that you ask for or that you desire, why are you not with them? Why are you not committed to them? Why? Because that's not what you want. You want them to give you what you want, and then you want to use that as receipts to manipulate another person to give you what you want, to give you what this person is giving you. That's a sign of weakness to me. Yeah, that's a sign of weakness to me. That is not strength. That's manipulation. I feel like if you can't tell someone the truth, if you can't be truthful and honest with someone, and then they give you, and that it's like that, then I don't see any use in it. One thing that I am very aware of is that I am a source of energy. I am a source of good energy. And I cannot and I will not let anyone get charged or refilled off of me by manipulating me. I'm way, way, way too tapped in for that. And I will not allow anyone to energy harvest off of me with manipulation and off of my emotions, off of making me feel some type of way. I feel as though you can come correct. You can come in the way that you are supposed to come, or you can keep that shit moving, because I'm not in the mood. A lot of people like to portray themselves as source, especially with this huge wave of spirituality that's going on, that's trending. People like to portray themselves as good, as a source of good energy, but you can see within the way that they speak, in the way in which they talk about other people, in the way that they handle other people. All you have to do is listen and watch. It's very easy to tell a fraud from the real. To tell a higher vibration, a higher level being from a lower level being. All you have to do is pay attention. Most of the time, the frauds are the ones with the knowledge. If you've been following me, then you know that I strongly believe that knowledge comes from book and wisdom comes from experience. A person can be book smart and be spiritually dumb as a motherfucker. Oh my God, I said that. Just be spiritually dumb, and have no wisdom because they haven't been through anything. All they've done is read books and learned how, to manipulate. But most of the time, the frauds are the ones with the knowledge, and the real ones are the ones with the experience, the ones who have been through things and who have come out of things with their heart chakra still intact. Anyone can read a book and gain knowledge and act as if they know it all. But to actually live it, to actually walk it, to actually breathe it, and to actually experience it, it's a different type of power and understanding that cannot be shaken, not about anything or anyone. In this lifetime, I have met all kinds, shapes, sizes, and species of beings. Believe it or not, I've actually met reptilians. They don't show the ones that I have met, they are so sweet, so nice. They are some of the nicest beings on the universe. But if they were to show them true selves, how would people feel about that? They would probably be casted out. They would probably be looked down upon. They would probably be, all of these different things. And I'm hoping for a world where we can all just coexist and live in our authentic selves, where they don't have to mask themselves in human vessels in order to survive on this planet, But yeah, I saw them. It's the eyes. You have to look at the eyes. If they want you to know who they are, they will reveal themselves. And I've met two of them. And when I tell you, some of the nicest, oh my goodness, just sweethearts. One actually tried to get me out of getting a ticket. I was delivering for Uber. But I was up the road from where I am now, about a couple of hours from where I am now, and I was delivering for Uber, and I was coming through a community neighborhood, and the speed limit was 25, and I think I was going about 30 or 45. I didn't see the cop on the motorcycle, and so he pulled me, and he was giving me a ticket. So as he was writing the ticket, he's getting my tag and all of that. This car pulls over, and he comes and he was like, "Officer, just try to give her a break. She's delivering my food and this and that and this. I'm pretty sure it's not that bad." And such a sweetheart. So I ended up getting the ticket anyway. They didn't pay him no mind, but he tried though. And when I went and delivered the food, he was like, oh my goodness, thank you for the food. And he flashed the eyes at me. And I saw him for who he really was. And such a sweetheart, tipped me really well. And it was something. Yeah. I'm not going to speak on the other one because it's a bit close to home right now, but I met another one recently. It's 2024, and I met another one. I don't know if he really tried to do it. I don't think he tried to flash the eyes, but he did it, and I saw it. But yeah, they are really some nice people to meet. But like I said, I've met all kinds of people. I've met some of the most spiritual people behind bars. And in prison, I'm not going to lie to you, some of the most experienced and wise, some of the most spiritual and protected and powerful people, that's where they are. I'm just being honest. I came to my platform. I didn't come to this platform to tell a lie. I came to this platform to speak my truth. And in doing so, I don't choose to point any fingers or call anyone out. I'm not trying to ruffle the world. I'm not trying to cause any more damage than that has already been done. You know, I'm not trying to be censored. It's not my job. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I am a truth speaker. I am a messenger of God. I am a seer. I am a psychic. I am an angel. And so, I just want to speak on my experiences and the things that I have experienced this lifetime, so that I can bring awareness to the world. That is a part of my mission. It is to bring awareness. It is not to awaken anyone, because all of you are already awakened. If you know your neighbor, you're already awakened. It's not about knowing the neighbor. It's about knowing thyself. It is about awareness. We're here to be aware. It's time to become aware of your own power, so that you don't have to manipulate anyone else for their power. You don't have to do that, because you have what you need inside of you. You have what you need inside of you. You don't have to take from anyone. When you come to the realization that you are a powerful being, you would get out of this envious, jealous, hateful energy of what someone else has. And then when you come out of that energy, you then step into your own energy. You then step into your own power, and then you will receive everything that it is that you desire. You will not receive what you desire if you continue to be jealous of what somebody else has. If you continue to try to take from someone who does the work. Someone who is pure at heart, someone who has and isn't causing any pain or any harm to anyone. That is the message. This is the message. I'm not going to go too far deep up into it, but this is the message. You don't have to manipulate. You don't have to take from anyone. Everything that you need, you have it on the inside of you. And until you step out of that energy of trying to take from someone else, you won't be able to. You won't have access to it. You just won't. I do want to thank you all for tuning in to From Within Divine Feminine. Please hit the like, share, the subscribe button, comment if you will. Let me know if you resonate with this reading. Donations are appreciated. My Cash App is in the drop box below. I am sending you all peace, love, and light, wisdom, and inner knowledge, inner wisdom, inner standing. Peace.